I know days like this are exciting, okay? And we should cheer up because these are the days we have been holding. These are the days for which we have been buying, okay? Buying since 4, 6, 8, 10, of even for those who bought at 18 and averaged down and are now, getting advantage of that averaging down that they did when everything was going down, okay? So these are the kind of days where we should cheer up because again, guys, this is the reason why we bought to begin with. Now, guys, I want us to be careful because I'm going to share with you some data that are relevant in order to tell us exactly where we stand on the fight, okay? Things are not even starting. The fight hasn't even started yet, guys. So, starting with Ortex or Ortexito, like my man, New York Angelo, will say. All right, guys, short interest update. After the price rise in AMC today, there is about minus million borrowing change with 130 million shares still on loan. Guys, 130 million shares still on loan. It means hedges are not covering. Hedges are still hanging in tight to their short positions, okay? This is not a result of us getting to 100% on the last 4 days. It's not the result of the hedges covering, not at all. Otherwise, this will not be the case, okay? Now, another interesting thing, guys. AMC hit its highest price since early 2017, gaining up to 50% on the day, all right? Short sellers will lose over 100 million in AMC alone today, almost $1 billion, all right? But short interest continues to rise. However, how can the short interest continue to rise when we are getting to all-time high? You know what it says? It says they are not covering. In the opposite, instead, they are doubling down. And as a matter of fact, let's get into Fintel. All right, short volume ratio 30%. How come the short volume ratio is at 30% when 25% is already considered extremely high for a stock? Well, let's get into this other article that will give us exactly what is going down. According to data analyzed by MarketSmith, the amount of short interest or the shares sold to short, the shares sold short by individual and professional investors has jumped 10% in recent weeks to 1.2 times AMC Stock's daily average volume of 74 million shares, roughly 89 million shares. That's equivalent to almost 20% of the stock's entire float. That is huge. Guys, at the current standing with AMC price at 26.52, there are still 20% of the entire float considered short, okay? It means people are expecting this to go down. That's why they are doubling down on the short positions. In a nutshell, the short sellers are still betting big on a future decline. Okay, guys, it doesn't surprise me because for a company stock like AMC to hit new all-time high when people consider this to be a dead cat because of the evolution into the industry with the streaming services and everything. They consider that movie theaters are going down. People will not go to the movies anymore. But they are wrong. They are wrong because that is part of the social experience. And not only that, they still look at AMC stock with the fundamental glasses, which is not the case, guys. Fundamentals has nothing to do with the share price of AMC. It has everything to do with the short interest ratio, with the short volume and the buying pressure. So instead of looking at the fundamentals, you need to look at the data. And that's why these things will squeeze like never ever before in the whole history of stock market. So guys, we need to be careful, okay? The price of this going to 26.52 is not the result of shorts covering, not at all. This is just the result of people buying and buying and buying more. All right. So we need to keep our guard up. We need to keep our guard up, guys. The fight hasn't started. We are still fueling the rocket for it to go to the moon and to Pluto and to Uranus. All right, guys. So you already know what to do. Buy more and hold. Okay? Peace out.